Hey, so what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. And in this video what I want to go over is a video on the Flash movie, going onto a few, leaks or like this story that's been released, but I'm not too sure who exactly released it. But I'm just going to be breaking it down in this video, and I guess if you're new around here and you do want to enjoy the video, consider subscribing, and I guess leave a like on the video if you enjoyed. And I guess with all of that being said, we'll get into the video. So there's a quick description really, and maybe I'll have it on screen as well. I'll definitely have it on screen where you can read it out yourself if you want to. And it's just going to be kind of a summary or whatever you want to call it, and it's going to be related to Flashpoint if you already couldn't tell, and it's going to be, Flashpoint as well. And I'm not too sure how I feel about them doing it for the movie. I feel they should have done an origin story, honestly, but maybe it could be a bit better, but I honestly don't know if it will. I just would have rathered an origin story, which I'm sure a lot of people would have rathered as well. And I'm just going to have it on screen now, and let's start reading it out. Barry Allen travels back in time to prevent his mother, Nora, from being murdered, and awakens in an alternative timeline where he never became the Flash, and Eobard Thawne rules the world. Barry meets Iris West and Jay Garrick, members of an underground resistance against Thawne, and learns that Thawne is a time traveler, that they are enemies in the future. Barry reproduces the accident that gave him powers, but Thawne can drain his speed to power himself up as well. Thawne killed his mother to manipulate Barry to go back to save her and weaken the timeline, and allowing Thawne to change the history to conquer the world. Barry defeats Thawne after a battle throughout time and traps him in the Speed Force. Barry later meets Iris again in the fixed timeline but doesn't remember him until they kiss. And the movie's going to have a light tone. It's going to be, history fight is going to be one of the biggest action set pieces in comic book history. And Barry and Thawne are going to fight over multiple time periods during World War II, D-Day and multiple other ones, and they're looking for people who are in the 40s or 50s eyed to play Thawne. So with all of that being read out, I guess, the biggest kind of thing I want to go over is this massive fight scene that they're going to be taking place, they're going to want to do, which honestly I feel could be just amazing. Having a Flash movie itself is going to be amazing to me, considering I'm a massive fan of the Flash, but also having him be in World War II, going back throughout the Speed Force, going through time. I'm really excited to see how they're going to go through time. We never saw it in Justice League, sadly, and to see him go back in time, honestly, would be amazing, even though technically we did see it in Batman vs Superman, but it's not too sure what you want to call that, honestly. I don't know how to feel about that. The biggest kind of thing as well, something that's really relating to the TV show, if you haven't seen it, is the first two lines of the synopsis, really. Barry going into Flashpoint to not become the Flash, and to figure out Eobard Thawne rules the world or wants to conquer the world, is different. In Flashpoint, Eobard Thawne was there, but he wasn't going to conquer the world, obviously. He's just, Barry's greatest foe, if you want to call it, or Barry's greatest enemy. And to weaken the timeline and trap him in the Speed Force sounds a lot like Salatar, but I'm not too sure how I feel about it. If they're going to go with this, I feel like I could enjoy it. I feel it could be somewhat decent, considering having Jay Garrick in the movie. I'm really excited to see how Jay Garrick's going to be introduced. I'm interested to see if they're going to introduce the whole multiverse, which I don't think they're going to introduce maybe in this, movie, but you never know, considering Jay Garrick is there, they could bring it up or whatever. It having a light tone, honestly, is probably the best thing for it. It's going to be another movie with a light tone, so basically, Shazam's going to be a light tone movie, which I'm excited for. Aquaman, I'm not too sure on, really. I'm not too sure if I'll even seen the movie, but Shazam is going to have a light tone. This movie having a light tone, which is going to be, this is going to be one of the other movies being made with the Birds of Prey movie. But then there's also a Joker movie, but I'm not too sure how that's playing into everything, if that's even DCEU. But that's been the whole synopsis really, and my general thoughts of it. I would love to see this. I wouldn't really love it, but I'd like to see it at least, and I'd like to see most of it happen. I feel like Thawne trying to conquer the world is a bit extreme, but I feel it could work. Jay Garrick being introduced, I am really excited to see if that's going to work. Maybe the multiverse, maybe not. Not too sure. Traveling back throughout time is a massive part and a massive thing that I'd love to see. And that's been pretty much it for the whole video. So I hope you did go on to enjoy the video at least somewhat. And as I said at the start of the video, if you're new around here and you did go on to enjoy the video, you can consider subscribing. And I guess leave a like if you went on to enjoy. Hope you have a great day and everything, and goodbye.